Hey everybody, welcome to Chaos Incorporated. We are here for episode, I think this is episode 4, if I'm counting correctly.
Yes.
I am joined this lovely evening first by Michael, who is playing Maxi.
Good evening.
Wow, that was very good. Okay, so next we'll bring in Steph, who is playing Apex.
Howdy, cats and kittens.
Hey!
She took it. She took it. And actually, we'll transition there. We have Caleb, who is playing Zed.
I have nothing to say this evening. I am done for the rest of the night. Sorry.
You broke him.
Now.
I'm sorry. I couldn't resist.
And finally, we have Kaylee playing Shawn.
Hello, dogs and puppies. Nope, that doesn't work. I tried, Caleb.
Oh. I'll survive.
I like it. So, just so everybody knows, we're once again telling everybody that we are doing a swag bag giveaway when we hit 100 followers. I think we're like 3 or 4 away. Just a couple. And then we're apparently doing Twitch Plays Identico, where the audience will determine what everyone's going to do for the entire session when we hit how many subs, something like 25. So look for those. For more information about us, go ahead and go to playidentico.com. And with that, we'll start recapping from the last episode. So first, the team did manage to get back together last episode, and they went home and got some much needed sleep. That was where they started. After breakfast and kind of revising some things, they all sent separate reports back to their corporate overlords over at Omni, each of them a little different, and each of them leaving out other different details, which I appreciate. Shawn learned from the concierge that someone had been inquiring about who was going to be renting their apartment before they got there, and Shawn proceeded to tip the concierge to get the concierge to let them know if that person came back. The team meets up with, they go to lunch with a contact of Maxi's, and as part of that conversation, learning there may be more to Maxi's history than they had previously suspected. Maxi's contact tells them that the person who hired the surveillance team was someone named Redcap, and Redcap works for an organization that no one really knows the name of, but he advised that, fleeing back to Brazil might be smarter than staying here and hunting them down. Maxi's contact pushed them over to another fixer named Lillian, who they suspected had more information on Redcap, and the team, decided to go slumming, and Zed put on his best slumming it gear, and they proceeded to a dive bar in the East Bay where they met Lillian. Lillian, speaking with Apex and Shawn, let them know that Lillian did know who Redcap worked for, but she needed a favor in exchange for that information. So she's asked the team to plant some bugs in the private area of a fancy party where some folks from Dynamic Design and UWI are going to be hanging out that night. As the team left the bar, they realized that they're being followed by a professional multi-surveillance team, and Maxi pulled some sweet driving moves to get them away from their thing. And that's where we're picking up. Prior to tonight's show, we did some stuff. So everyone is kind of changing in the car. Apex rocks her glam back, is doing her do up in the back. Shawn and Apex are setting up comm systems with everything. Zed asks everyone to make a quick stop on a street corner as Zed gets out and does something, exchanging money for a rather large paper bag.
Don't worry about it.
And he's back in the car.
It's fine. What?
Cool.
And so everybody's kind of, like I said, half getting changed, doing things like that as they head back over to the West Bay, which is where the club and the event is tonight. Actually, in about an hour.
Oh, we can't be early, though. We have to be fashionably late.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we definitely want to be late.
Yeah.
We are walking in when it opens.
Wait,
Yeah.
we need to have these in the VIP room first, though.
Like before the party?
Well, before everyone gets there.
Oh, I thought we needed to go to the party, get invited to the VIP room, and sneak them in then. I hadn't thought about just breaking into the VIP room.
Yeah, we did. Lillian didn't really tell us like who we were targeting, just to bug the room, right?
Yes.
Yep. That is
so. I'm going to interpret that as she's leaving that up to us to do it in the best way possible.
Okay. Which is?
Well, we could do it a couple different ways, I think. If we wanted to try to get in there early and bug the room before guests show up, we would probably have to maybe bluff our way in as staff or something, and then come back around to join the party as guests at an appropriate time after the party starts. Or we can just hang out until the party starts and then get in and get into the VIP room, but then we might miss some information, but we don't really know what information we're looking for, so...
Also, she didn't really specify when, right? Just...
You were talking to her, not me. I was upstairs being super sneaky.
Ideally,
no one noticed it was me because I'm that good.
I'm sure that ideally she would like it done before whatever's happening in the VIP room is happening.
Okay, so either like early on in the party or before.
Yeah.
That means we can't be late, even fashionably so.
Okay. I mean,
not all of us.
Yeah, I've gotten all like gussied up like some corp person, and now we're sneaking in as wait staff.
I mean, I can do that real quick.
Are you good at planting bugs?
Are you good at breaking into places?
I'm good at walking my way into places and letting them do the work for me.
Oh, okay. We have different sets of skills, you and I.
Very much so. So, what do we know about the location of the party?
It's in downtown of Old San Francisco. It's not too far from where you had lunch. Is that regular lunch? So, again, not terribly far from there. There it is. It's actually about 2 blocks away. Ironically enough, there's a lot of parking, but it's a huge building. You could bring up a satellite photo just from navigation systems, like online navigation stuff. It's a big building. It's only been there for about a year. Before that, it was a different type of club. They basically went in and gutted it, it appears, and redid it in that big band 1940s, super fancy style. You can see from like the pictures they have on like their online advertising that it's a lot of chandeliers, black and white marble floors with red carpets that cut the different areas. There's a sunken orchestra pit on one side that can raise up to a stage. Big dance floor, multiple private rooms. It's kind of broken up into big chunks. So that's what you can tell from the outside. The loading area is on the east side of the building, basically what would be considered Mason Street. And there's like a loading dock and some like employee like check-in locations on the east side of it. It is across the street from a 7-story corp apartment complex that looks like two from above, looks like 2 H's smashed together with multiple courtyards and like pools and things like that. That's what's across the street. On the east side, north side's retail, south side's another corp apartment building.
All right, so first question, are we all gonna go to the party, Or is anybody going to hang out outside? And I may or may not be looking at Maxi.
I would like to see what's going on inside, but if it's better served that I wait outside, I am happy to wait outside. I will, as we discussed, be the driver, and I don't believe the driver would attend the party.
Oh, right.
I do like you dropping the two of them off as their driver.
And you're going to arrive separately in your own inimicable style.
Yeah. But I'm also thinking of bugging the VIP room early.
Probably a wise move.
Can we do a quick visual search of like that loading area for like the caterers, the staff, that kind of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. You can do a couple of drive-bys.
Would it make more sense to find out who is on the catering staff and perhaps contract one of them to switch places?
I'm not opposed to that. Definitely making it easier.
It's a good idea.
Or tried and true spoof a maintenance request. Something goes wrong somewhere.
We could make something go wrong somewhere.
We certainly can.
Let's start from easiest to hardest. What do we know about the caterers, the building staff? What can we look up real quick?
It looks like this place has a private kitchen, so it's not so much that there's caterers, but that food and booze is being delivered. So you do see the name of a fairly large like restaurant supply distributor. They have a truck parked out in the loading area on the east side of the building as you drive by.
So the building has its own kitchen staff. And
Yes.
if we're trying to get into a room internally, we would probably need to be that staff versus delivery crew. It wouldn't make sense for the food service, the delivery service, to be bouncing around the VIP room.
Yep. So as you drive by the backside of the restaurant, it's about 45 minutes until doors is when you get there. You see that they're still actually unloading, looks like pallets of booze into the building. You see just north of where the loading dock is, it looks like that's kind of like an employee smoking hangout spot. So, you see probably about 4 what look like kitchen staff and wait staff just standing there, hitting their vapes.
Like the cool kids.
Yep. And blowing the big clouds of pseudo water vapor up into the air.
Oh, they're doing tricks, right?
Yeah. Because they're, and they all look to be in their early 20s, and all of them are young and attractive. And
okay, could we, looking over at our intrepid hackers, could we pull some communication from their glows or something to maybe look at, to see if anyone was running late, or like a name of somebody that we can pay off to not show up or something?
We can see these guys, right?
yes.
So let's grab screen caps their face, do a quick facial recognition, see if we can get an ID on them, and then maybe run some financials on them.
Give me a software check. You've already built the software for this because you just had previously. So, yeah. Give me a software check.
Ooh, that's a good roll. That makes me happy. Software would be 10, 20, 37.
Okay. Yep. Easy. You grab face grabs for all 4 of the people standing outside right now. 2 of them are part of the kitchen staff. 2 of them are part of the wait staff. What it does give you is first off, you know who they are. You see that a lot of them hang out on the weekends and stuff like that. Most of them live in the Bay. They commute across the water to, I mean, this is a pretty ritzy part of town where somebody who's a wait staff can't make enough money to live. So what you also notice is the club uses an online clock in, clock out system.
Okay.
That they all download apps to their phones, and it gives them their schedule. They can look at their pay stub, right? Like they could, request shifts. They could request to be off shifts. It's all in an automated system. It's a fairly common one used by small to mid-sized businesses. You've heard of it. It's not proprietary. It's contract for whoever owns the club.
Okay. Can I see if I can get access into their system through that?
Yes, you absolutely can.
What if, while we're doing that, what if we dump out 2 of their shifts so they leave, and then Maxi and I pick up their shifts?
I have got a better plan for you, my friend.
I'm all ears.
If this goes well, anyway.
I like the sound of that.
So what I'm going to try and do is get into the system and create 2 new worker identities. One, the party planner that has been brought down from the north, and his bodyguard, both full admittance and basically giving them full access to the entire place.
Nice.
Give me a software check to backdoor through what you found so far.
Okay, that is a little weaker. That's a 27.
Okay, you are both happy because you very easily blew past this payroll company's firewall, and sad because this is what makes for good IT infrastructure. Come on, people. It's 2099. Get with the program. Your IT was built back in 2005. Okay? It's terrible. It's really bad. And so you blow through it and you're like, oh boy. Mostly because
I think I worked for that company.
The admin password that you're able to actually yank off of another system is I kick butt 22. And you're just like, I give up. But yes, you have smashed their system and built. You can build as many IDs linked to fake chips as you would like.
All right, I'll send the app to these 2 and take a quick moment to get a very fashionable photo of each. Do either of you pose? There you go. Maxi, pose.
Maxi's going to change. And
I wait till...
Does he post?
It comes back out momentarily with everything. It's black on black on black. Black shirt, black tie, black suit, black sunglasses.
What color is this pocket square?
Purple.
Okay, need that pop of color.
Nice.
And I will change real quick, and it will be the exact opposite. Straight purple on purple on purple. Black pop.
Oh my god.
Shawn is actually wearing what the kids today would call the Steve Jobs special. They're very pale and the black turtleneck, skinny jeans, sneakers that are comfortably worn but brand new, and little glasses that they don't actually need.
Nice.
All right, so
Well, now we got to find out what our 4th is wearing. Apex.
Oh, well, Apex is dressed for a party.
yeah, I think. Do we all need to go into Planet, or just the 2 of us, or what do we want to do here, real fast?
I would think you guys go in to do the planning, and we'll come in normal.
Yeah.
Unless you think you need help with planning
if you need
it.
one of us,
No,
I can always swap, get us IDs.
I can pick locks, and I am good at being stealthy.
So we were given.
If you need help.
We were given the surveillance equipment by Lillian, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So we, at this point, have full access to the building. We've got a cover ID that will essentially let us infiltrate and intermingle with anybody for the duration of the event.
Yeah. So right now, what Shawn has built you is you are actually an event coordinator and planner with the planning company that's actually hosting the party at this club tonight. So remember, this was supposed to be like an industry mix and mingle. And so basically, and Shawn has gone above and beyond and shot off a couple of emails to a couple of people that were like dummy dated for like 2 days ago about you being the, the QA/QC for how they're setting up this party for the industry people.
Cool. All right. So let's have Maxi and I go in now.
Okay.
And then...
I'm just sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're fine. Jump in.
I'm just wondering if maybe you should, so you're really good at talking your way out of things, but I'm wondering if maybe you should have somebody with you who can say, break into places in case talking your way into places doesn't work.
If Apex would like to pose as the security, I think that would be fine.
So
it would be stylish to have a bodyguard as such.
Yeah, you and I could go in now, and then we could kind of go back to the first part of the plan we had. Maxi can drive Shawn in as a driver / bodyguard and actually be a guest at the party.
Okay.
Works for me. I'll make those changes.
Apex, do you have a
Not
black
hard,
suit? You may borrow my pocket square.
Thank you. Do we have a spare suit?
No, but as I mentioned, there was some retail right nearby. And so there is a store across the street where you think you could run in and get something, gasp, off the rack, like really fast. And apparently there's a poltergeist behind Caleb.
I was wondering what the hell just happened.
Yikes.
That's for a different game.
Woo. Yeah.
And this is why we can't have nice things.
This is why we can't have the murder board behind him.
That's why I never got it done. It wasn't just me being lazy.
That's it. Okay. So yeah, I would run across the street then and pick up a black, kind of like a feminine suit where I could use the little purple pocket square. Just something that looks professional.
Okay. Not hard to do.
All right.
Also, do you have proper
I assume
security?
You're just expensing it.
Do you have proper security gear?
Like weapons? Because I've got some of those. Is that what you mean?
A bodyguard would wear their weapons in a specific way for ease of access and for concealment.
So I do have a pistol and also a knife on me.
Do you have a way to conceal the pistol?
Yeah. I was just wearing a evening gown, so I have ways to conceal it.
Could we
I will
spend
stop
some
asking
ID
questions.
Could we spend some ID points to have the clothier there actually be used to dealing with bodyguards? And so not only do they have something that's a little more friendly for concealing weapons, but it's also armored.
Ooh.
Like something made out of nano silk or something lightly armored like that.
So you actually can just find nano silk. That's pretty common, especially in this part of town. Really, it's going to be about finding a retailer fast enough. So everyone give me a perception check. Wish you are looking.
14.
12.
I swear to you, I'm not cheating with 24.
Oh, gosh.
Can't roll this well in Star Wars.
That's because Star Wars has all those funny dice now. No one
Yeah.
Oh, we understand them.
Just fine, thank you.
They just don't like us.
I don't understand. 24. Okay, so with the 24, I'm gonna say yes, and you are expensing it, so you can get a nano silk suit.
Wait.
Are one of you just putting it on your company credit card?
Oh, yeah. That's easy.
Yeah. So aside from the fact that the clerk is annoyed that you came in asking for something like this, the clerk is like, oh my gosh, but we do happen to have that in your size. And so they get you all set up.
Sweet.
Concealed holsters inside both the jacket and inside the pant. And it's lightly armored.
Sweet. Yeah, I don't have that many weapons. I'm not that skilled of a fighter.
Maxi can probably help you with that.
What color is what color are Chone's tennis shoes?
Oh, they are black with white, like white accents. They subtly match the color of the turtleneck.
Like a designer Converse?
Yeah. But they're actually like the Converse, but the logo is blacked out. But there's like a stripe along where the sole meets the body of the shoe, just a white stripe around the edge that actually fluoresces in black light.
Ooh.
All right, so Maxi's going to find a pocket square that also fluoresces in black light.
Oh my gosh, you guys, we all match.
I'll allow it. So Maxi goes through while Apex is getting fitted in her new outfit. Max is like, oh, we need one of these. This will fluoresce.
I picture at one point he's trying to pull Chun's foot up to hold it up to the square. And Chun's like kind of sitting there, one foot up in the air, just kind of.
And of course, when we have the moment that Apex comes out in the dress, like it's that like final touch that Maxi comes over, takes out the purple pocket square, and like tucks it and fluffs it. And
Yep.
Beautiful. I love it.
Yep, I'm on board.
All right. We ready?
Yeah.
Let's break into a VIP room. Or, just be subtle
Okay.
or whatever.
So how are you making your approach?
So we can. So we'll go over to. We're at the clothing store. We'll get a.
Straight. Yep.
Right. So we'll get a ride share, like a fancy ride share.
yeah, ride share black.
Right. And then go like the long way around, so it doesn't look like we're just flipping a U across the street. A couple blocks out,
You're very fortunate that it's an AI-driven ride share, because otherwise the driver would be like, why'd you do this to go around the block? But whatever. The AI's like, burp, burp, and it drives you around the block twice and drops you at the front entrance. So as you approach the front entrance, you see there are 3 bouncers standing out front. One of them is like 6'10". Arms have been replaced completely. New cyber arms are about the size of a half keg. Almost ridiculously looking. He's got a single strip of chrome that like functions as like a flat mohawk down from the front of his head down. Apex, you recognize that as it's a type of antenna that certain people use when they did like DJing and things like that. That's used for entertainment stuff. And the other 2 are just there to wear dark sunglasses with earpieces, which you're pretty sure, Apex, based on your tech head, aren't actually doing anything. They're just like earpieces that are just there. They're like, because they have little cables on them, and you're like, why would you wear a cable? Oh, you're not, that's just for luck.
They're for appearances.
The other 2 are smaller, but more alive, and they're just standing there in dark sunglasses like this. And the big guy looks at you and goes, party ain't over yet.
Did we put our IDs into our chips, or do we have like a badge? It's on our chips.
Well, so Apex has a false chip that she's already declared using. And Shawn knew that. Yours is just yours, yeah. So.
Apex would have told you all to call her Jane Jones this evening. Which is her basic name.
So the audio cut out a little bit. For me then, are we like spoofing something over my chip, or are we just using my regular name?
It was actually put in as an alias for you.
Okay.
Shawn had gotten into your address book basically, and kind of just rummaged through it, and you see that the employment record is for one Reginald T. Sterling.
Cool. So I'm just gonna ignore the guard and walk past him because I'm supposed to be there.
I'm gonna give him like the head nod.
Walk past, he's like, "Yo, oi!" He's like,
Soccer hooligan.
"Who you? I told you party ain't on yet."
And I will do that thing where, like, I purposefully stop and look up at him sideways. I don't believe you're being paid enough to prevent me from doing my job this evening. Step aside.
I'm being paid fine. I don't know who you are.
Do you want this whole event to stop this evening and you not be paid anymore?
How are you gonna do that?
I can call your boss right now. You want to go
Why?
home?
Call my boss.
I will.
Rick.
Yeah, I'll dial out to whoever's putting on this party under my gaze as Mr. Sterling. My guys. Gaze? Guys. I don't know words.
Hey, dude, we're good today. Okay, well, you're actually calling the owner of the club.
Oh, yeah.
The club hires the bouncer. Or your company doing the contracting. Okay, it goes to voicemail.
Smell. What a jerk.
Can you like fake a conversation?
All right, fine. Well, it appears that this establishment's owner is not available. Since you are preventing me from doing my job, I shall just contact the staff, tell them to pack up and go home. And I will start calling.
What the heck you talking about?
Are you aware of the event happening in the building that you are standing in front of?
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
And that's why I'm here. I'm in charge of it. If my service is no longer needed, I can simply cancel.
He pulls out a gun and goes, wait. Name again?
I'm not even going to respond. I will just allow him to scan my chip.
He goes, oh. Sorry about that, Mr. Sterling. You can go in.
And I will
he
pretend, and I will pretend he ceases to exist and blow past him.
And I'm walking like a respectful distance behind him. I give them like the nod, like, yeah, we're both bodyguards, yeah.
So you walk through the double doors, and to your left, you see where basically the coat check is. And obviously there's nobody here right now, so all the hangars are empty. There's a coat check to your front. As you walk in a little further, to your immediate left, looks like that's an employees only area. To your right, you see a cluster of 8 tables and 6 booths. In front of you is 3 more tables, 5 more booths. To your right, kind of like at about 30 degrees, you see where the band is currently like tuning instruments and doing various things in the sunken pit. which is right in front of the dance floor, which takes up the entire center of the room. To the far right, like far right, there is about like a little raised area with a bunch of billiards. There's a secondary bar. There's a primary octagonal bar in the northeast corner of the room. Again, it's all black and white marble, crystal chandeliers. Red carpets in the walkway type areas. The dance floor, the very
You're super robot-y.
Would it help if we took a brief break to reconnect and get the audio squared away?
Oh, is he frozen now?
Or quick, everyone roll natural 20s until he comes back. Get him saved up.
It's a... Oh no, that was a 7.
There we go. Holy crap.
That was a 5. That die is going away. New dice. New dice.
I would place
Welcome
that
back.
die, put that die into the frozen wasteland of Siberia, aka your freezer.
Yep, that one's going to dice exile.
Where
back?
is your dice exile now? Now I'm curious.
I don't really have a official one. It's just like I kind of just separate it from the others so that it knows it's done wrong.
Oh, like it's being shunned?
Yes, and the others can like stare at it and go like, "Oh, you did a bad thing. I better not do that."
Setting the example for them.
Yes.
Okay.
Whoa, there's a map. Wow.
Yes. I'm giving everyone a map to the players
Wow.
so they can see what I just described to the audience. So the VIP area is in the northeast corner of the building. It is marked private. So the area that is just outside of the private rooms is roped off. That far northeast corner behind the octagonal bar is entirely velvet roped off. There's another bouncer there. It looks like 2 entrances to a private room area behind that, but in front of those are couches and chairs of various types. A large circular booth on the north. It's very schmancy.
All right, so you said as we walked in, there was an employee area kind of over to the left, right?
Yep, where there's some stairs that go up to it.
And do we see staff bustling around doing work at this point?
Yeah, I mean, everywhere that's labeled as a bar, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 like primary bars. You see them loading bottle after bottle after bottle of liquor. You see some bar backs pulling like half kegs around on dollies and replacing kegs underneath the bars in the tap system. The band's in the center area doing their tune-ups. And yeah, it's very busy.
All right, so I'm gonna basically just start like whirlwind blustering my way through these little groups of employees. Like I'll go over to a little group over here. All right, very good job. I just need you to move those tables a few inches over, fluff up these centerpieces. That's not good enough. Before they even respond, I'm gone and I'm over at another group. Okay, this lighting over here is not good enough. I need these blues up 20%. I need these reds down 10%. Gone up to another place.
Okay, I need you to give me a blanket deceit check.
Can I like
Yes, your way through the building.
can I follow in his wake and like every time people are just like looking stunned and silent, I'm just gonna be like, snap to it. Come on.
And
What are you waiting for?
You can give me either deceit or intimidation.
Oh god. To see, please.
28.
Ooh.
28. Okay. Apex.
29.
29. Okay. So it's probably really, at first they look confused, but you think that basically because someone's walking through very confidently and seems to know what the hell they're talking about, that the various wait staff is just like, oh, okay, sure, why not? And every time they look a little confused for a little too long, you're like, yo, snapping at them, they suddenly jump to and are like, well, obviously this person's important. I must do what they say.
Yeah. Just walk around like you own the place. No one questions you. It always works.
Love it.
Okay.
In the White House twice while the Obamas were sleeping. That's a really random cut. If anyone knows that reference, you get a cookie. So I will just continue this. I'm going to make my way around the entire floor. Like, I'm going to go past the VIP area first, hit everything, come back to the band, snap off some orders at them, find the sound guy, like yell at him about the pickups.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go over to the VIP area.
Okay, so to the right and left of the octagonal bar are little stairways that go kind of up into the VIP area, which is that whole northeast corner. The VIP area has this plush, very bright red carpet on the floor, and there's these big chase lounge sitting. They're not really chairs, they're not really couches, and they're just kind of scattered all over. On the north side is a long, like half oval booth, and you do see two doors, one kind of south and one kind of north, that lead to the private rooms in the back.
And where are these bouncers? At the private rooms or scattered throughout?
The bouncers are at the two stairways into the VIP area.
Cool. So I will go to the one on the right of the bar.
Okay.
And I'll say, let me see your guest list for this evening, please.
He, having been warned that you were coming, hands over his glow, tabbed into who is allowed into VIP that evening.
And since we, of course, had this prepared ahead of time, if someone wants to be observing through my watcher.
And can we maybe hack that list?
I'm kind of presuming that Chone is always looking through your watcher at this point.
It's probably the UN, just because why not?
I've actually got an entire domain set up called Only Zeds, where it's just random snippets of his life.
That's how we're bankrolling this whole thing.
How much of it is him looking in the mirror?
About 80%.
Yeah,
Nice.
a lot of it's just my workout routine and skincare routine.
There are a lot of clothing change montages.
Oh, yeah, that's what brings in the big souls.
It's a lot.
Monday montage, baby. Monday montage.
The big seller is Banana Hammock Day.
Oh.
That's only for top tier subscribers.
Yeah, I think I'm going to add us all to the list, going back to the game.
What? We're playing a game?
What?
We're planning our feature here.
I thought we were going to take over the internet with Only Zed, but, what do you do?
I've been working out. I'll get there. So we can definitely... I want to look if there's any names I recognize on there, and also then let Chone add themselves to it.
You can give me a politics check for that.
Oh, I have politics.
Might actually have that.
I know I have politics. Maybe I don't.
If not,
I have politics.
anyone who has
That's
politics.
If you have bluff, it's the same thing.
Well, I actually put a point into it.
Oh, I do
right.
have politics. There it is.
Should I roll as well?
Yeah, you want to?
14.
Okay.
Sorry, 15. Can't math. Can't use words. I can't math.
10 for me.
Okay. The COOs and CFOs for both Urban Warfare Industries and Dynamic Design are on the list. So, doesn't look like the CEOs are going to be here. Or if they are, they just didn't bother putting them on the list. But yeah, definitely C-suite folks from things. Aside from that, nobody really recognized. Based on what you're seeing, and you can, like, Shawn's running the names through, it's mid to top tier executives at both places, plus a guest each. You know,
Anybody out
And
of the
Kid Rock.
Of course.
Kid Rock has been dead for some time now.
Actually, one of the things performing tonight is Hollow Kid Rock.
Yeah, I would say the hologram of Kid Rock.
They uploaded his consciousness into the internet before everything went to hell, and that's one
But
of the
his like
pieces
great
that
great grandson is president or something, right?
Sadly, no. If anything, they would be in the seceded Texas and, living in that weird place.
Good point. So yeah, anyone that jumps out to us as should not be on the list.
Not off the top.
Okay, cool. All right, so now that we have that,
Do you need me to roll to put myself in a +1 on the list?
Yes.
I looked for Maxi's aliases, and they're all like Max, Maxi, Max, and it's just gonna literally say, it's literally gonna have my alias +1. Software again?
Yep.
Ooh, 20.
Okay.
I'm trending downward on my scores.
You get it in there. It doesn't bode well for you late in the session.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
You see, then Zed, you see our names pop, the name and pop up.
boop, boop.
Yep.
All right. I will hand the glow back to the bouncer, reach up, straighten his tie knot, and walk past him.
And I will follow. I'm going to give him the nod too.
Okay.
Did we rephrase that? I'm making the assumption that we had a lot of surveillance equipment, not just like one for each room.
No, it's basically like a little hard case that's got 4 little bugs in it, and they literally look like little spiders.
Gotcha.
About yay big.
Okay, so I'm gonna
And
walk.
oh, sorry. This is going into the VIP area that's behind the closed doors.
So there's the whole VIP area, like on this elevated platform. That's like the whole corner wraparound of this room.
Yep.
But then there's the 2 private VIP rooms that are closed off.
Yes.
Do those have extra bodyguards at them, or are those just open or closed doors?
Right now the doors are open, and you can actually see, it looks like they've opened up the 2 private rooms. So it looks like it's got one of those scissoring walls. So where you can make it 2 rooms or 1 room. So they've opened up the whole back private area.
All right, so I'm gonna do like a walkthrough of the whole VIP area, moving a couple tables, straightening some chairs and pillows, adjusting the decorations a little bit, and then go back to the private rooms, that area.
Okay.
Are there any other workers back there?
Nope,
Right
not
now?
right now.
Okay, but all the doors are open, so really anybody could look in there.
Yes, so there's a door on the right that leads to a small private room that appears to be 2 couches and a pole.
Heyo.
And then the north entrance to the private areas opens to a large room where it looks like the 2 rooms can be separated, or it can be one big room with a scissoring wall, and it's just one big long hall. You see along the right side of the room, there's basically just full bottles of liquor and a bunch of glasses. So they can basically just serve themselves. In the back of that room, there is like a little bar where somebody is uncorking some wine and getting their beer stock ready and things like that. And then there's just a bunch of round, about 30-inch in diameter tables scattered throughout the room right now.
cool. So maybe we talked about this in the car before we came over. Maybe I can just talk to Apex right now. But like, what's the radius on these things? Like, how good are these?
I'm assuming I would know that. Or I could look it up.
You're like, model number.
Let me Google it. Do you want me to roll for
Yeah,
that?
I mean, no, I mean, it's,
Okay.
again, you're Googling a model number. The spec sheet that you find on the manufacturer's website, who ironically is Dynamic Design, says that they're good on audio pickup for about 20 feet. And its spider eyes are good for basically 40 or 50 in 8K Mega HD.
Hopefully our surveillance gear doesn't interfere with any of the other Dynamic Design surveillance gear already in place.
I was actually going to ask, is it possible that using kind of piggybacking off of Apex's gear, can I run a surveillance scan to see what bugs are already in place?
Give me a networks
Ooh.
check.
Good call.
Apex, if you would like to assist, you can.
Yes. Do I just roll for that?
We're doing
Yep,
some
even networks.
good tonight, guys.
Networks. 12.
You're gonna have to give infiltration lessons to the Angel City crew. They're gonna have to give you lessons in destruction.
Yeah, because we start with fashion,
Just
not
wait.
food.
I've got good.
Oh, 21. No, sorry, 22.
Okay. So go ahead and give me your roll, Chone.
Does that includes my watcher, right?
Yes.
Then 31.
Okay. So with the bonus I'm going to give you from Apex and stuff, yeah. So you can tell, you could definitely see. So the club has surveillance installed all over the place, basically everywhere but the bathrooms.
Okay.
Incidentally,
standard.
you also do detect some off-the-grid surveillance in the bathrooms. This place is lit up like a Christmas tree, basically.
Okay.
There's nowhere you're gonna go in this building that somebody's not gonna be able to see you. The one exception that you see off the top is that very small private room with the pole and the 2 couches. And it looks like the employees area is pretty lightly covered. Those are really the only areas that aren't. Aside from that,
So I have 2 questions
Yeah.
to the group. Why would Lillian task us to plant these bugs when clearly it would have been easier just to tap into the feed that already exists?
Joan, you notice that their cameras don't have audio.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you're asking that question, the answer would be, well, there's the one spot where there is no surveillance, and plus, while it can see everywhere, it cannot hear everywhere.
Okay, that makes good sense.
Should
Might
probably
also
want
just
to
be a bit
know.
of a test.
That too.
Custom surveillance hardware can also contain different sensor suites.
Yeah. All right. So second question, can y'all give us some cover to get these planted without anybody else seeing us do it?
Ooh. We can hack
I
into
would-
the.
I would suggest your cover of
Surveillance.
rearranging things should have been plenty of cover for you to place bugs.
But also.
Apex
Also-
can also use Looper. Yep.
Yeah. Let me do the thing. Loop the cameras.
Okay, well, first, you can see the cameras right now, but you haven't hacked the system completely. So you're gonna have to break into the surveillance system,
Okay.
which is on a separate node. So who would like to try and crack the surveillance system?
Go
can
for it,
do that.
Apex.
Yeah. Woo. Time. 32.
Oh yeah, easy. Wow. It's like, wow, these places really just don't care about security.
It's
like
the same
taking-
password, right?
It
Like
really is
taking
the same
candy from a
password
baby.
as the one, which is butt kicker 21.
Amazing.
So, yep, you now can see their entire surveillance system and what it's recording. It also looks like it's pre-programmed to turn off the surveillance in the private rooms at certain points in the evening.
Oh.
Like it shuts those cameras off. And right now, the system is programmed to shut the cameras off at 10 o'clock.
And the party starts at
9. But it's
Is
not supposed to
there-
turn them back on until 2 a.m.
solid.
Is
So
there a way... Sorry.
no, go ahead.
Is there a way to turn them on from 10 to 2, but to make it look like it's still turned off and send that feed to us instead?
Give me a software check to reprogram the system.
Oh boy.
So in your video montage, folks, for those watching at home, it's Apex like reprogramming an entire surveillance system from her tablet.
Okay, so
After Chon is repeatedly disgusted by the level of security at a nightclub.
I mean, seriously, who uses a Meraki in this day and age?
so here's the thing. I rolled 17, but I have the Control-Alt-Delete thing
Okay.
that would let me re-roll a failed roll, which
Okay.
I'm assuming I'm gonna need.
Your total is 17 after your tech head and everything?
Yeah. I rolled a 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I re-roll
Everything.
the tech head as well? Okay.
Hold on.
Yay! I'm so glad I took that. Oh my god. Well, okay, it's better. 23.
Okay, that should be good enough. Now, if anybody goes poking around, they're going to realize that some stuff was goofed with, but it's going to do what you want it to do. And it's going to send those feeds to basically a Dropbox type site that you and Shawn are currently sharing.
So then what I will do, to Maxi's point, is I will use my
Fluffing and
right to cover actually stashing the cameras that Lillian gave us. At one point, I will like look at the bar area and shout over to that bar back, like, I need X more of, and I'll rattle off like some really high-end tequilas and vodkas and stuff and make them run off and get them.
okay. So they
So-
start doing that. Where are you putting the bugs?
Yep, that's what I was getting to next. So I want to do one in the pole dancing room.
Okay.
Then I'm going to do the other 3 in the long room.
Okay.
So I'll do one like at each bar area,
Okay.
and then one more or less in the middle of the room.
Okay.
And I'll tag them on like a wall sconce or a piece of art or something. So it's
There's a lot of Art Deco-y stuff because it's supposed to be like mimicking this 1920s to 1940s pseudo style. So there's lots of Art Deco crap. for
oh
you to
wait,
hide
are
it
there
on.
chandeliers in here?
Oh yes.
Oh, I'm gonna put all 3 of them in the chandeliers. So like I'm gonna do a chandelier like one end, middle, and then the far end of the room.
Okay. Give me.
I
While you hide
lipstick
these.
cameras, right?
You
Before you
did,
did-
but it's
okay,
about
good.
whether anybody notices them later.
Okay.
Do you have sleight of hand
I do.
or palming?
I have sleight of hand.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check. I'll make a note of what you get here.
$18. Feels pretty good.
Okay. For the
Till it all
bugs.
comes crashing down.
Feels good, man.
Okay. So, what would you like to do now?
All right, so we've gone through the whole building. We've got our cover in place. We've got the bugs planted. It's less than an hour before the party's supposed to start, right?
Oh yeah, you're like Maxi and Shawn can actually see people lining up outside.
Perfect. Is there like a central command station for the staff? Is it that back area?
Not really it's not really a command station. There's basically like they all know where they're supposed to be. So as it gets closer, they're all just kind of going to their areas of the club.
Cool. So, and at the main entrance, is there staff beyond the bouncers outside? Like, are there?
Yeah,
hosts,
there's somebody at the front desk for the coat check.
Perfect. So I'm going to go over to the front desk area. And I'm just going to run through like the agenda of the night, the guest list. Showing.
They don't have a full list for who all might show up tonight because again, it's like an industry mixer. I mean,
right.
Your character's technically registered.
Where's that jerk? Why wouldn't he show up?
If you recall.
Yeah.
Because you were planning on coming to this party anyway.
A mere 24 hours ago when we had no idea what was going on. And baby plans before everything went to hell. So yeah, I'm just going to chit chat with the host, go over events, kind of give them that very annoying micro energy.
Yep.
They know what they're doing. I'm making sure they know that I know that I'm watching them to know that they should know what they're doing. I'm just going to be an asshole.
Can I like
know that
share...
I know, you know?
Can I share little looks with them, like little eye rolls behind him? Like,
yes. Okay, Maxi, where are you parked with Shawn right now?
So that's actually something I was going to bring up with Shawn. As Maxi would recommend, perhaps if I am to be your bodyguard, we should also take a black rideshare. A rideshare black service.
Sure. I don't really do parties, so...
If I drove the vehicle, I would then have to separate from you to park the vehicle. And it would... Typically, a driver is not also a bodyguard.
Fair enough. Let's park this and then get a rideshare.
And so how far away are you going to park?
Probably only a few blocks.
Okay.
I guess as Maxi will park about a mile away.
Oh, okay.
Maxi can make a mile in a pretty good clip. So
Okay, you find a parking garage. You find some parking on level 2, about 3/4 of a mile away.
perfect.
Okay.
Maxi definitely looks at what section of the garage they parked in level 2.
Okay.
Commits it to memory.
I'll call for a rideshare.
Okay. It arrives a couple minutes later.
It's the same one that Zed and Apex were in.
Yep. Same company. Bot car. So, okay.
Give it the address and head out.
All right. So as you get there, right as the doors open, this is it's a fancy place. So nobody's like rushing the dance floor. Like everybody's very calm and hands over their overcoats at the coat check. And then they begin kind of meandering to the various portions of the club. It doesn't take you long to get inside. By the time Maxi and Shawn get inside, the place is about a third full, and there's still people in line waiting to come in.
All right. Just start kind of meandering around, check out the DJ and the what they're playing tonight.
Well, the band is currently not going into their main set right now, so they're playing some very soft, like, light horn, very backgroundy music. As everybody kind of gets settled in chairs, you see wait staff moving fast. They're getting drink orders and moving drinks back and forth, things like that.
Okay.
Maxi will follow Chone at a roughly 5 foot distance.
Okay.
As, shadowing him much like a standard security guard would.
Okay.
Or shadowing them, excuse me, like a standard security guard would.
I'm just going to bustle around for the evening. If I see key guests or people that are kind of important, I will greet them by name and welcome them. But other than that, I'll ignore the peons, snap at some staff, snap at the barbacks. Kind of always moving, always circulating this whole place.
It takes about 20 minutes before people start really going into the VIP. You see them checking names as they walk up the stairs into the VIP area. By the time the C-suite guys come, they're escorted by their own security staff, so you can't get near them.
Oh, I wasn't even going to try to.
Yeah. But it looks like everybody's going back there and having some drinks and getting ready to do that. There's people. Again, it's a mixer. Folks are introducing themselves or saying hi to people they knew at this company they used to work at and things like that. So what all would you all like to do?
Before 10 o'clock, I'm going to take a drink and kind of meander my way into the VIP area.
Okay.
Chone is not good at this, so they look pretty they're trying to play it kind of cool, but they're very unsure of themselves.
Okay. Maxi, you note that as Chone enters the VIP area, that the security details for anybody who rates one are all waiting right outside the VIP area, all just kind of together in a big line across the area.
Maxi will join the line.
Nobody really talks. They all just kind of stand there looking. No,
that's pretty standard.
Yeah,
that's pretty standard. Everyone's maintaining a professional status.
Yep. Chone, what are you doing inside the VIP?
I'm gonna just find a spot to people watch. And possibly very surreptitiously, not breaking into anything, start scanning for glows and any, data that might pass my way.
Everybody in the area either has a glow on their person or in a night bag, like a clutch.
Yeah, so but I'm just gonna start collecting information on who's there, etc., who's with who.
Give me some networks checks.
Sure.
And pre-party, we did have a small dossier of the people we were interested in, correct?
Yeah, it's mostly the UWI and dynamic people.
Okay, so Maxi will be keeping a lookout for them as he's standing in this line of security folks.
They're all here. Go ahead and give me a perception check because you're right on the edge of VIP.
Yeah, I'm looking to give the crew a heads up when those people are headed into the VIP.
Okay.
Well, that's better. 23.
Oh yeah. Well, and you're overhearing some interesting conversations. So apparently the merger is going to be announced tonight, right? And they're specifically timing it for when the Nikkei index opens.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay. So the Nikkei index opens up at 9 a.m. Tokyo time. So I think
So
maybe
11
it was when
p.m.?
Nikkei closes. Different.
Or is that 11 p.m. our team?
Something like that, yeah.
Or that would be 11 p.m. Eastern time. Hang on.
So,
Ow.
or maybe it's right in the middle of the
Me-
Nikkei day, but they're talking about the Nikkei and then timing it for when the Nikkei's open.
So 11 Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah, so a little after it opens. So, it sounds like they're going to announce it right around 11 p.m. Pacific, which they expect to affect some of the market out in Japan. Because Sanocorp and SST, like, they think this is going to take a hit on their stocks, right, and make them dip considerably once the merger between UWI and Dynamic is announced.
Maxi will maintain his stare at the crowd and like just keeping an eye out. And with his right hand, he'll be sending that information to the crew's glows.
Okay.
So my scans of the network have redeemed my dice. So with a total of 39 and a natural 20, I believe
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
You've got not full access, but large access. You've got basically everybody mapped as if they had a low jack on.
Okay.
Maxi, give me another perception check.
All right. Oop, oh, come on. Back in the hole. That is a 19.
You're not 100% sure, right? But something catches your eye on the west side of the building, like, because it's a tall, like, the interior is 2 stories tall of the building. So on the west side of the dance floor, buried in this little weird Art Deco piece above the bar and then, like, kind of south of the bar of the northwest corner, but like in that wall, but on the second floor, you see a weird, it looks like a rifle barrel.
Okay. Again, using his right hand, Maxi will basically send a brief note to everyone's glows. Possible rifle barrel west side of dance floor. Buried in Art Deco piece.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to see through all the chandeliers and stuff from where you're at, but you're pretty sure that's what you'd see.
And the message is pretty truncated. Like RFL, BRL.
Can I use my connection to the security cameras to kind of get a better look at that?
No, it's right beyond the employee area, which isn't covered very well.
Ah, okay.
So
And
just to the west of the front desk is a set of stairs that goes up to the second floor. The employee area takes up most of the western half of that building on the second floor. So that's like employee offices, changing rooms, locker rooms for them to put their personal belongings, things like that. But that looks like it ends about halfway up the women's restroom, like about there. And where Maxi's indicating is just north of that. But it's got a nice clean shot at the center of the VIP room if he's right about what's there.
taking a quick look at the glass of the VIP area, does it look at all reinforced?
No, it's not glass. It's just open. It's just velvet.
Oh wow, that's really.
You don't know about the wall
Okay.
of the room, but the VIP area is just velvet ropes on that back corner, and then
Oh,
the
okay.
wall. I mean, and just kind of based on what you're seeing, you're doubting it's ballistically reinforced inside.
Okay.
Maxi's gonna like slam out another message with his right hand, asking Chone to come out so they can check it out.
Chone is gonna just sends a thumbs up emoji. Does one more quick check and does gets a what was one of the you mentioned some companies that were probably gonna take a tumble on the Nikkei.
SST, Sanocorp, a
Yeah.
couple others.
Chon is
Probably
gonna do.
Omni is gonna take a dive tomorrow when their stock market in Brazil opens.
Chon is going to very surreptitiously put a stop order, trailing stop order on their own stock options for right now.
Okay.
So if things do go south, they don't lose all their money, and so then comes out and like kind of pokes Maxi on the side. I need to take a walk. It's a little claustrophobic in there. Come on.
Right away.
I have an out of character question.
Yeah.
So this merger would be really bad for our
Omni.
purposes. Okay.
Yeah.
If somebody is potentially going to do some like assassinating, might that actually be good for us?
I was
kinda
gonna
thinking that
say that.
Like, I don't want to like sound too cold,
Really?
but like
It really
maybe.
depends on which one they're killing.
Okay.
Because we want to be partners with one of them, but not the other.
Oh, we do? Well, you do.
Yeah, we do.
Doesn't care.
Well, no, Apex really hates dynamic design. So if that entire executive staff was murdered, Apex might be okay with it.
Apex kind of hates the corpse in general, so
You have a particular hatred for them.
yeah.
Hence your cool virus.
Oh, wasn't that's upgrade yourself?
Oh, no,
industry
that's
stuff.
upgrade yourself. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, corpse are corpse. They all suck. Okay.
Yeah, because ultimately, our actual job from Omni was to make sure we could have a footing in the corporate world here. And
Right.
this merger is going to make it real hard for us to do that. So maybe we don't have to do too much.
Yeah, maybe we go check it out, but don't necessarily like immediately stop them.
Oh no, this. Well, I don't think, and I can't speak for Chon, but Maxi's intent wasn't to stop whatever it is. He just wants to identify what is going on.
So
Fair.
it would probably be
prepare.
easier if I go upstairs because I'm allowed to be here. I'm not a guest.
Yeah,
And y'all can see everything I look at through my watcher.
and I can go with you as your bodyguard.
Right. So how about we take a quick run upstairs while the two of you exit the VIP area?
Yes, please exit the area that is being targeted by a gun.
Yes.
I believe Chon's already exited, so we are no longer in the VIP area.
You're no longer in the kill box.
Correct, 100%.
Yeah.
We were in the midst of walking toward the possibly poorly hidden rifle barrel,
Okay.
But that's upstairs.
or it could be a loose piece of piping. We have no idea.
Yeah. So I'm gonna head up the stairs. Apex behind me.
Yep.
So as you head up the stairs, you get to the second floor, and there is basically like a break room where there's some like picnic style tables, cheapo crap for them to eat some food at. On the left side of that room is like the lockers. Like I don't know if you've been to like a Costco where they've got all the lockers kind of lining a hallway, just like that, like little lockers, yay big, about a foot square, probably about 2 feet deep for them to put their personal effects in. To the right, there's a series of vending machines. There's like cold sandwiches, ramen, pho, burritos, stuff that they can just jam in a microwave or heat up some of the water out of the electric kettles and eat. And then beyond that, there's a couple of bathrooms and like changing rooms for the staff. Especially it looks like the wait staff uses them because their dress downstairs is almost costume-like, right? Like they've got gold vests and over like a white shirt with no sleeves, black slacks with like silver sparkly pinstripes and long chains with like spat style shoes. It's very strange. Beyond that, it looks like it just says maintenance access. There's a door and it says maintenance access.
Does it
gonna open
appear locked?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like
Glad someone brought their lockpicks.
electronically, or
No, this is a mechanical. It's a mechanical lock.
oh, is there anybody around?
No, everybody's downstairs because they're all working right now. Yeah, remember, you're only like an hour and a half into this party, hour and 15 minutes. So nobody's up
Nobody's
taking
on
a
break.
break yet.
Well, yeah. Okay.
For all of us who worked catering companies in college, we know exactly what's happening.
All right, let me get the right the dice. And this is okay. Yeah, so Apex is gonna just be like and go up to that lock, and that is plus 28.
Oh yeah, that's plenty good enough. You very easily like, whoop, and you hear the door softly click open.
Sweet.
Who's going through the door first?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking about.
I'll go first. I got the watcher. That way, everyone else
I'll
can
die.
see what we're
It's
doing.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that way Apex has an ablative lackey.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do a little after you gesture.
How many points of armor does Zed give Apex? I mean,
Don't worry about it.
I'm sure they'll be fine.
Okay. So you walk through. The room is very, very dark. The lights are off. You can hear the hum of. It looks like a portion of the HVAC system. So you walk past like a primary furnace, and then there's a ladder that looks like it goes up to roof access, right where the rest of the AC systems would be set up. It's basically just a real thin pathway. You see breakers and stuff like that on your left. As you come to the portion where there is what are you doing?
I'm just walking at a casual pace. I'm gonna have my glow out, like I'm checking things off a list, for the illusion that I'm just doing a walkthrough, checking off to make sure the party's going fine.
You're still walking like you own the place, like you're not trying to sneak.
No.
Can I
I'm just-
sneak behind him?
Yes, give me a stealth
Okay.
check.
Cool.
So you've got your face down in your glow, kind of like so, Caleb. Am
Yeah.
I reading that right?
Yeah.
So that was a 1.
Okay. So first, what
Plus-
happens?
Plus 5.
Do we have some ID points to re-roll that, maybe?
Apex kicks a furnace, and you hear a loud dong. And as she does that, then you kind of look like because it startles you a teeny bit.
Yeah.
And go ahead and give me a defense as something is swinging towards your face.
Oh, cool.
Oh no. Sorry.
That's with agility, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. That's a 9.
Okay. So you feel something slam into your face.
Oh, wait, sorry.
not in the face.
14.
Face.
Oh, never mind.
Not in the face.
Okay.
That is beautiful face.
forgot my
Matters.
talents. I forgot my talents.
Which talent are you using?
That's defensive fighter,
Oh.
which, if I remember
Easy.
correctly, is versus melee defenses.
So you, with that revised total, you just barely like duck underneath as what looks like a stun baton was about to hit you in the face.
Oh no.
And you see a figure wearing a black leather, like tight motorcycle jacket, armored like street armor, black leather pants, like the kind that stops you from having road rash, boots, and a ski mask, and who is currently swinging a stun baton at you. Obviously, Chone and Maxi, Chone especially because you could see through Caleb's watcher. You may join the initiative at any time. So everyone go ahead and roll me some initiative.
So
Oh, no.
just so I'm clear on the layout, Maxi and Shawn are still on the main floor in like the dance area, and this is all happening in the maintenance room on the floor above.
Above the women's room.
Okay.
I'm presuming that
Shawn would be
Maxi and
aware.
Shawn, I'm presuming that Maxi and Shawn are kind of on the west side of that dance floor, closer to the front desk, so as to be closer.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
we kind of went away from what Maxi and Shawn were like. We were on our way over there, so I don't know what.
You made it all
Like
the way
went,
over there.
okay.
Yeah. So you're not far from that stairway on the west side of the building that goes up below the little employee bathroom down there.
Mhm.
Like you are right near there, not too far away.
Okay.
So let's get some initiatives. Actually, I just gotta roll one.
Should have been stealthy. I totally forgot about that.
I had a thing where I could have attacked if I was stealthy, and
Zed.
I was not.
Well, I wasted my natural 20 for the night.
Oh,
That's a 21.
Okay.
I have
Boom.
18.
Oh wait.
Sorry.
18.
I murmur to Maxi just to let him know that Zed is under attack, and I rolled a 7.
A 7.
Yeah.
Maxi.
20. Dirty 20.
Okay. So that being said, Zed, it's your turn. You duck. You feel the wind as the baton goes over to your head, and see the person who just swung at you. What do you do?
Person swung at me. They are still holding the weapon, right?
Baton, yeah.
Screw it. I'm going to grapple him and try to take the weapon away.
All right, give me an attack roll.
All right.
They're going to try and step back away from you and yank the thing. Oh, that wasn't good.
Yes. Hold on. Hold on. I got to check all my combat stuff. I'm so sorry. I so very rarely use it.
I think
right.
this is the first real combat you've
Yeah.
been in.
I was gonna say
in
it's
all
okay.
4
I'm gonna.
episodes.
That's
ask
how rarely
combat
it
works.
is. Agility.
And Maxi, go ahead and prep your action. You're up next.
So how long will it take me to get to where I can actually...
What is your speed?
My speed is... Where did it go? 72.
Oh yeah, you 1 round. You'll be like
Okay.
you're cooking. Like
Then-
like if you hit the door hard, you're gonna be there this round.
Then Maxi will spend his round getting to the maintenance room.
Yep. Okay. I'll have that all keyed up. Zed, did we get a roll?
All right, cool. So I just want to make sure. From... Oh, wait, no. I'm not military combat. Damn it. Never mind. Oh, never mind. So that is only a 10.
Still good enough. Beat his 8.
Oh,
So you are now wrestling over the baton.
cool.
Okay. Apex.
Okay, I don't know how to combat. So,
Tell me
are
what you
there
want to do.
are there any?
Zed struggling?
Yeah, are there any other people in this room?
Nope.
Okay, so
The only
Can
light is
I-
from your glow and like the filtered light from where there's like holes in the Art Deco.
okay, so I don't want to like pull out my gun and shoot because that would cause a ruckus. So, can I just like kick this guy in the face to distract him long enough for
Well,
Zed
you're
to get
behind
the?
Zed, so you're gonna have to move. And I mean, you can
Oh.
try, but you're behind Zed right now because you were sneaking behind him.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If I can maneuver and then just try to kick this guy,
Okay.
and
Go ahead, give me an attack roll. He's going to
Okay.
attempt to, like, basically, like, swing their head to the side so that you obviously can't kick them in the face.
okay. And what am I adding to this?
Your agility and your combat bonus, which at level 3, I think is 2, or level 5, I think is 2 or 3. Hang on, hold on. Sorry.
Oh, I forgot about my combat bonus. So my roll was even higher.
You really should remember those.
Well,
I'm saying to Zed, he's like, I forgot it.
I was gonna say I'm learning this is the thing right now. So
I'm bad at remembering these things.
Okay.
Oh, that's where I wrote it down. I'm at a +3.
Plus 3.
Dumb.
+3. Okay.
Plus
Cool,
your
cool, cool.
agility. Yep.
Dummy.
Plus agility. So that is 20 total.
Okay. Yep. You successfully managed to kick this person in their face. So you maneuver to Zed's side and kick. Roll me some damage. That would be a D6 plus strength. Strength bonus.
That's 6. Yay.
Okay.
Yeah. My goal is to distract him, essentially, more than.
Well, it did a very good job. You definitely hear them exclaim, like, as you kick them on the side of the face. So that's good. Shawn. Oh, no, sorry, not quite Shawn. So with that, it's that entity's turn. It's going to attempt to basically, because it's still wrestling with Zed over the thing. So what they're going to do is they're going to try and basically back, like, while still holding the thing, back into Zed and judo flip him.
Ooh.
Zed, how would you like to react?
Don't be flipped.
So yeah, I just want to counter the grapple.
Okay. What are you doing? You're just gonna try and like basically shift to the side and keep hold of the baton that you're wrestling over?
So we're kind of face to face.
Right, and they got kicked in the face, so what they're doing is they're bringing their hip into you and trying to judo flip you.
Can I basically try to like drop to my knees and roll backwards against them?
Yep.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Roll me a defense.
Oh, what's my bonus on this? Come on, baby. Oh, that's not good. 9.
Okay, so you attempt it, but you go ass over tea kettle.
Yeah.
And are now on your back, and you take 4 points of damage,
Oh.
getting the wind knocked out of you. And Shawn, it is your turn.
Seeing Maxi kind of go tearing through the crowd, Shawn is going to attempt to be like, yeah, you better run. I'm going to fire your ass when I catch you. Trying to pretend that this is all part of some sort of weird employee dispute and then chase after.
Okay.
Beautiful.
All right. What's your speed, Shawn?
52.
Okay. Not quite as fast as Maxi, but you're making good time up the stairs. Zed, you are now on your back. What you doing?
Not the first time.
And not the last.
Sign up now on onlyzed.com.
10% off for the next 10 subscribers.
So to kind of give it a thing, each action kind of starts halfway through the previous action. So about halfway through this action, Zed, you're going to see the door fly open as Maxi comes barreling toward you. And Maxi will be able to engage. But
all right,
go ahead and make your action.
So I'm on my ass on the ground. This individual is above me with the baton.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part.
Yes.
Situational awareness. I heard the door open. I know Maxi's close by. Probably. Maybe.
Yeah. I just don't think it's so much open as fly and hit the furnace with a loud badong.
All right. Can I try to basically, since I'm on the ground, tangle up this individual's legs?
Yes.
And
trip them?
Either trip them or maybe distract them enough so that Maxi can connect with their jaw.
Sure. Give me an attack roll.
All right.
I love that you think Maxi's going to punch him.
That nice fire.
Blam.
All right, so that's not there, so that's a 4. I want to use my military combative once per combat grapple bonus.
Yep. Go ahead.
15. 20. Dirty 20.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's good.
Sorry, audience. Can't math.
So you you kind of tangle up their legs, and you see them kind of fall to the side against like a big piece of like the HVAC tubing, right? Right. So Maxi, that's what you see is Zed manages to kind of tie them up, and they're kind of like tripping against the HVAC tubing as you approach them.
All right.
Go ahead.
Sweet. Well, Maxi barrels into the room, producing his. What's he producing from his back? Oh yeah, an INS edged vibro knife.
Oh Jesus.
Okay.
At least it's quiet.
Yeah.
And I'd like to. So I assume coming into the doorway, Apex is in front of me. Zed's on the ground with.
Yeah. So Apex is actually moved. So Apex is kind of off to your left. The person's right in front of you, and Zed is behind them almost now because he got flipped ass over tea kettle the previous round before he tripped him. So actually, Apex and Zed are on the other side of them from where you are.
Okay, so this person is closest to me.
Yes.
Okay, great.
You've got a clean shot.
Wonderful. I think it's time to use some talents. We're going to use wet work.
Okay.
And we're going to do 2 aimed shots with the knife.
Okay.
One, instead of 3 like flurry stabs, he's going to do two quick jabs with the knife. One to the jugular, and then one in the side just below the rib.
Okay. So give me 2 attack rolls. That's 2 d20s.
Okay.
And they will make their 1 defense roll. Don't forget all your bonuses.
Oh yeah.
I definitely forgot more bonuses.
Well, that's a terrible roll.
That's great to hear.
Is that a 1?
I love hearing that that's a terrible roll.
That would, in fact.
All right, so
Remember that whole thing 5 minutes ago about letting them do this thing, and now we're.
Oh,
now
Maxi has a plan. Maxi has a plan.
Okay.
Maxi's gonna kill the assassin. Great.
Let's see. Well, that is going to be. Where'd it go? It's 2. This 1. Okay, so the first hit is a 19, and the second hit is a 17.
Yeah, both of those are successful.
Okay, so damage is 1d6 plus strength on both of those.
Yep.
So 6, so 11 points total. And then Maxi's also
because you did 2 strikes.
Okay.
The first one would be 1d6 against plus strength to the first part.
Okay, so the first one, the first one would be 6 to the neck, and then the second would be 4 to the side.
Okay. So the side.
He's not done, unless he's done.
No, I was going to describe what's happening.
Okay, because you know how I said he's not doing like a flurry?
Yeah.
He's not doing a technical flurry, but he's also going to use his small arms master to make another attack.
Okay. Go ahead. I'll wait then.
Okay.
Well, actually, let me describe this part before you do that. So,
yes, sir.
Get clean into the jugular and pull out. You do hit. It looks like the jacket has got light armor to it, so you don't pierce the jacket on the side, but they are definitely bleeding from the neck down.
Okay, wonderful. Noting that the jacket is armored, he'll go for his next 2 shots are going to be at the back of the thigh.
Okay, go ahead and roll me some attack rolls.
All right.
This person is now at a penalty because they are in their second condition track for their head.
Okay, so
they got kicked in the face.
First one there is a 14. The second one is a 12.
Another 1, huh?
No, the first one hits. The second one does not. They managed to jerk their leg out of the way.
All right.
So roll me some damage.
The first one's going to be 5.
Okay. Again, it feels like it's lightly armored.
Okay.
Probably something similar to what Apex is wearing.
All right.
I remember I mentioned it was like the stuff that they have for like road rats, like it's slightly armored.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Okay.
All right.
Maxi's gonna stand over this guy. Or I should
right
say
now-
he's closer to like kneeling on top of this guy.
Well, right now you've stabbed them a couple times, so now they're really leaning against that HVAC tube. And it is Apex's turn. So Apex, you see Maxi barrel in, stab this guy a bunch of times. Caleb is now laying on the floor in front of you.
As an action, Maxi will look up at Apex and just do one of these.
What are you doing, Apex?
Would I know where this guy's glow is? Like, is it sticking out of his pocket or?
You have a tech head, right?
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Cool. Tech head. Oh my god, it's another one. This die is going to go away with the other die.
Okay. And you've already used your stuff, so you don't
Yeah.
see any glows.
Damn it.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Well, I was gonna try to steal it from him, but do I still have like an action I can do?
Yeah, I mean, you've only looked at stuff so far.
Okay. Can I just like take a step back so that Maxi can handle this and like hack into his glow to try to find out who he is?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're waiting to you don't see any glows that aren't your team.
Oh.
Chone. It takes about another 4 seconds, so right about now, you get up and you see Maxi with a bloody vibroblade in front of you. As you come into the room, there is a person wearing a ski mask, bleeding from the neck, leaning against an HVAC thingy. And then you see Zed and Apex. What would you like to do, Chone?
Well, at least he's not shooting people this time. Looking at the tableau before me, does this person... I'm going to probably try and do the same trick that Apex did and see if they have any technology running that I can get access to.
Give me a
Start
perception check.
with their glow. 23.
There is no glow down here. There are 2 of them on the roof.
Interesting. I'll start climbing up the ladder.
Okay.
Oh.
You begin climbing up the ladder. Zed, what are you doing?
Is the individual still struggling to get away?
They do not appear to be dead yet. So far, they've had just enough time to stick their hand over the bleeding wound that Maxi put in their neck. And that's about all that's happened so far.
So I'm going to turn to Apex and say, run back to the employee area and get the first aid kit. Because building code, there has to be first aid kits.
Okay. What else are you doing? So you say that to Apex.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I'm going to take off their ski mask. Well, let me rephrase that. I'll reach forward to try to take off the ski mask.
Okay, give me a strike roll.
Does that count as trying to disarm them? Because I'm taking their mask off?
I'll give it to you.
All right. 26.
Okay, you didn't even need that bonus. They rolled a 11.
Also bleeding.
They are bleeding severely from the neck. Okay, so you do grab the ski mask off the person's head. You see someone who looks to be Latino in ethnicity. She actually looks to be between 19 and 21. Short, black hair. Purple eyes, which you notice immediately, but they don't look cyber. She's got some scarring on the face. She strikes you as looking very, very young. Like I said, 19 to 21 tops. And that's what you see. And now we move on to Maxi.
Maxi's going, unless something has changed, Maxi's going to continue to try to finish this combat.
Okay. How so?
Continuing to stab with the knives. Gotta keep it quiet.
But where are you stabbing them?
Okay, well, I know the I know the body and the legs seem to be lightly armored, so we'll continue to go for the neck.
Okay.
It's already bleeding. Why not? We can just widen that a little bit more.
First aid.
Kids, this is why you wear black.
Maybe I should have used my action to tell Maxi to not do that, but here we are.
Okay.
Zed,
Go ahead,
Zed,
quick. Make your
Good.
attack rolls there, Maxi.
All right.
Zed, quickly dodge the arterial spray. You don't want to get that on your outfit.
I'll just change. It's fine.
All right.
Anything over a 5 hits.
Yeah. So the first hit's a natural 20.
Oh God!
The second one is an 8.
Oh, this poor
Okay.
kid.
Go ahead and double the damage. So you're
worry on the
already
first aid.
past armor. So normally this
so-
would bypass armor, so you just do double damage.
Okay. So the first roll is a 6, so 12 total.
Okay.
Cuts her head off.
At that point, you realize that they are dead. She is dead.
Okay.
That one hit is enough. That you do hit another time is kind of like a making sure, like
Double tap.
down through the collarbone.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The chest. And give me a damage roll on that just for giggles.
2.
Okay. Yeah, they did.
All right.
Okay.
And that's it for Maxi's turn.
Yep. Apex, you don't think you need the first aid kit anymore.
No. So I'm gonna
You
kind of
see-
shrug at Zed.
You see Chone climbing the ladder.
Yeah. So I'm going to race up after Chone because I don't want them to be up there alone. But I would
Okay.
like to do so stealthily. If I
Give me
could
a
try
stealth roll.
again.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. I have to find a d20 that has not betrayed me tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
While you're working on that, Chone, it will be your action as soon as Apex is done.
I climb up and pop my head out through the roof hatch.
Okay.
And that's a 14, by the way.
Okay. That's your 14 stuff. I'll make a note. Okay. As you pop your head out through the roof hatch, you see another individual there crouched behind kind of the lip of the building. Right? Like, how so it's like sunken down. And they appear to just be watching the street.
Okay. I'm going to quickly start being sneaky, like really easing the door open and climbing up, being as quiet as I can to get up there.
Give me a stealth check.
And over the comms that Apex and I have, it's like somebody else is up here.
On my way.
Ooh, I have a talent for it.
So just to be clear, Chone, you said that to Apex, but not the rest of us.
Yeah, because I didn't want to say it out loud.
You
You've
probably
got
would
the
have heard
internal
it.
con. You all set up that internal talky talk before on your way here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
with our Bluetooth.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then
we talked about that in the chat.
Okay.
right, but is that you still have to vocalize for that, right?
No, not necessarily.
Oh, okay. Then I tell everybody.
Cool.
That would be 4, 10, 20. Not natural. No, wait. I don't get a tech head. I don't get my watcher for that. Never mind.
No.
That's a 10.
Okay.
We're so stealthy.
Yeah.
Okay. As you are pushing it over, you hear the door that goes to the roof access go, and the person turns around.
Darn it.
Okay.
Roof inspector.
I'm actually, so we're back at the top of this next round. Zed, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna look at Maxi, and I'll get up to the roof. I'll take care of this.
Okay, so you're heading for the roof.
No, I'm gonna tell Maxi to go up to the roof. I'm gonna stay here and learn as opposed to murder.
Okay. That's
Wow.
fair. So
Mistakes were made tonight.
the person on the roof is similarly dressed to the person that you saw before. Ski mask down to the ski mask, everything, and you do hear like the person says "mierda," right? And from their right hand, you see a gout of fire come at you.
Oh.
Roll some defense.
Okay. How do I roll defense? So
D20
D20
plus your agility.
Okay, I don't have anything cool. So a D20 is what I'm hearing. Yeah, that's a 5.
Okay. So you are like feeling a gout of flame hit you in the. Where's my D12? Actually, very luckily, hits you in the right leg
My jeans!
for your condition track, but you take 16 points of damage to the right leg.
Ow!
It's very,
Okay.
very hot. And
Yeah, that hurts a lot.
Maxi.
You hear a
Maxi-
scream from upstairs.
Maxi briefly looks over to Zed to say, "Don't move them." And
Obviously.
Maxi will make his way up the ladder.
Okay, you'll be at the top of the ladder at the end of this round.
Right?
Apex. So you come up over the top as Shawn like steps out, gets bursted with flame, and goes ah or whatever Shawn said.
That's
So,
pretty
it's
much
your
it.
turn.
So I'm not great at combat, so I would just like to roll a deceit. And I want to say to this person, whoa, 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 stop, hold your fire, we're on your side.
Hey, give me a deceit check.
Okay, cool.
Those playing our home game, if you look in the social area, this person is currently hostile.
Son of a bitch. I don't think it's the dice. I think it's me. It's another one.
Oh!
God damn it.
They actually laugh out loud.
Shawn quickly croaks out, I told him we were building inspectors!
Okay.
I need to not roll any more dice tonight.
Okay. So
Oh my god.
that would be Apex's turn.
Yeah. That went well.
Shawn, it's your turn.
Now, am I currently on fire?
No, it burns out really fast.
Okay. How close is this guy to the edge? Because you said they was looking. You said they were looking. I am going to try and bull rush this person and shove them over the edge of the building,
Okay. Roll
knowing
attack.
full well that I'm going to roll a 1 here.
No. Roll an
And,
attack
uh,
roll.
Don't let me
never
rip
know.
up on you.
Because they rolled an 8.
Well, add agility, which is a big 0. So that's a 17.
That's good enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you roll damage. To go ahead and give me a d6 plus strength.
Two.
So I'm going to make them make an agility check with an SR of 19 because of your attack roll to not go tumbling over the side. Basically, it's kind of hit the side, that lip, and stay. Okay?
Yep.
Ba-doo. And they rolled a natural 20. What a waste of a natural 20, but they're still up on the roof.
I would think
nice
it was
for
a very
you.
good use.
Rolling that 20.
Uh-huh.
No, come on. Attack rolls against the player characters are really where we want our nat 20s. Okay. Zed. Top of round 5.
All right, so Maxi just went up the ladder. From where we are right now, if I look out towards the rest of the party, is it open over there, or are we still behind like maintenance walls?
You're behind maintenance walls, but it looks like basically what they've done is they've found like a little mini hole in the Art Deco and pulled it back, and there is a rifle sitting where that person was. It's a fancy rifle too.
Cool. So
Looks like a Gauss sniper rifle.
It's like Christmas for Maxi.
All right, so I'm gonna pull on a pair of gloves.
Okay.
And I'm gonna rifle through this poor person's pockets.
They got nothing.
Nothing at all?
Most people, because you are an operative, don't carry ID on missions like this.
You never know. They might have gotten stupid.
Yeah,
I
you're
forgot half of my character build tonight. It's going around.
Oh,
I can't roll, so.
You do not
right.
find anything.
All right. Well, that's pretty much my whole action. I would then move back towards the door we walked in through with the intent of making sure no one else comes in to check on us. But that's probably for another turn.
Literally from the time we set the initiative, it has been about 26 seconds. So this has all happened very fast.
Oh, sure. I just meant from the standpoint of the time I spent to roll the body and then getting up and walking back to the door. That's probably the next action.
Yeah. Okay. Apex.
I respect you looting before we're even done with the combat.
Seems on brand.
Fire is coming at you, Apex.
I don't like that.
It would help if I rolled better than an 8. Roll your defense.
Yes. Oh. Okay. That's just agility.
Yep.
I find it funnier that they're trying to set you on fire now because your lie was obviously worse than mine.
Listen, I'm cursed tonight. That's a total of 7. You said you rolled an 8.
Yep.
I need to just quit while I'm not dead. That's what I mean.
To your left arm, you take 11 points of damage.
Okay. And how does that work with
You're now down 1 condition track, right?
Okay.
Actually 2. So you're at a -1 penalty to everything you're doing.
Well, she'll probably have some armor first, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yes, you do. Probably 10 armor per section for that light armor. So you would have only taken 1 damage to you.
Okay. So
you basically burn off the
-1.
armor first.
Okay, so -1 to the left arm, and it's 2 condition tracks.
Nope. So that's if you took the whole thing. I forgot about the armor. So the armor burns off. You only take 1 damage, so you still have 24 hit points to that arm.
Okay, and no
you're still good.
condition tracks.
Yeah.
But you can't return the dress now.
Definitely
Damn
not.
it. Damn it. Well, it was on the company card.
It's fine.
Apex doesn't care about spending the court money.
Yeah, but you could have returned it and bought like real food for a month.
All right, so
fair.
with my speed, can I make it to melee range of this guy
Yes, please.
and still have an action?
Yes, because at the start of your action, you're basically cresting over
I'm
roof.
popping onto the roof.
Right as Apex gets burned.
Okay.
Right, so that's almost, again, your action almost starts halfway. It's hard to describe it. Your action basically is starting about halfway through the previous action. So you pop onto the roof as Apex is being burned.
So Maxi comes up in time to see which hand was throwing the fire. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna follow some of the old Starship Troopers advice.
Give me a perception check, Maxi.
Yeah. When an enemy needs to use a hand, disable the hand.
Good old Clancy Brown.
Yeah, thank you, Clancy. 18 for the perception check.
Okay. You notice something. The fire is not coming out of their hand. They're kind of like, for all lack of a better term, like pointing and gesturing, and the fire just appears.
Magic.
They're also Clancy Brown.
I love how the 2 like computer types, the 2 hackers are like, it's magic.
Well, the easiest way to disable magic is to disable the brain.
Geek the mage first.
The question to Maxi is, do you believe in magic?
Terms of service.
Maxi clearly believes in deadly force. So we're Maxi. So Apex sees like a streak of black on black blow past her, and
With a
Maxi.
purple pocket square.
Flash
Yes,
of purple.
purple
That's
pocket
how I
square.
know it's a friend. That's that flash purple.
And Maxi is going to use his martial arts skill to. The knife's been working pretty well. Maybe we'll just do that.
Hey, if Chone gets up on their hands and knees, will you kick the guy in the chest over the edge?
We'll see.
Okay.
Maxi's going to attack with his the knife he already has kind of in hand or handy, and he's going to go for disabling blow. 2 shots. Again, 2 aimed shots. One for the shoulder. One for the the hip.
Okay. Roll me an attack roll.
Okay.
Beat a 13.
Not too bad. I have a 14 and a 19.
Okay. So for the 19, I'm gonna say that's to the hip, and that gets past the armor, like kind of between the jacket and the pants. So roll me that damage first.
Yeah, Maxi's definitely aiming for the hip crease. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. So
Okay. So first damage is 4 points.
okay.
Second damage is 6 points.
Okay. So you manage to hit the hip crease twice. You hear them exclaim out in what you think. So does Maxi speak Spanish or just Portuguese?
I'm double checking real quick. I think. Nope. Wait. I didn't write that down. So since I didn't write it down, we'll say Portuguese.
Yeah. The native language of Omni is Brazilian Portuguese.
Yeah.
So you speak Portuguese. It's similar. You hear this person exclaiming out in what you're pretty sure is Spanish, right? Calling you a name that you wouldn't say in polite company, and that would give you terms of service.
Got it.
Mostly having to do with your genitalia.
Understood.
And so that is your turn. They did their fire. Apex. The rest of you didn't notice what Maxi did, by the way. Maxi saw, again, that it wasn't coming from the hand. To both of you and Chone's perspective, it looks like this person's got like some cyber flamethrower that you just have never seen before.
I'm not equipped to fight this person. Can I retreat?
Yeah. Where are you
Back down
retreating?
the ladder.
Yes.
Down the ladder. And would I still have like an action down there, or just kind of like my movement?
That's kind of your thing. Going down the ladder.
I'm gonna like look at my arm, like my burnt arm, and just be like, nope, and go back down that ladder.
Joan, you see Maxi stab the person you almost did knock them off. So Maxi comes up to back you up and stabs that person twice in the hip.
Okay. Since I'm down, kind of like, I presume I like bounced off them a little bit. I'm gonna try and just kind of do Zed and kind of trip them up. Just drop them to the ground, maybe.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Yeah, that 4 probably didn't do much.
No. So they kind of step over and like cha their way out of it. Zed.
All right, so I am moving back
Top
towards
round 6.
I'm moving back to the maintenance door we entered through a few seconds ago.
You're there.
Is there anyone in the room? Or is anyone coming towards us? Like,
Again, no, I mean, you're only like an hour and 15 minutes into the party. Maxi did that pretty quietly. There's still music being played and people talking and drinking downstairs. And this whole thing, from the time of the first swing of the baton, it's been about 32 seconds.
yeah, I just wanted to make sure no one happened to hear us or was coming to check us out or anything.
Nope. This is all been done very quiet, actually.
The maintenance door, I know we picked the lock. Is there like a deadbolt or anything from our side of it?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna peek out. No one's there. Close it. Lock it from our side so that no one can surprise us. Just to be safe. Because I feel after we've got to the point of a likely double murder, we should be safe.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
And I probably heard Apex start coming down the ladder at this point. So
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So the
Because we
person
all know
you're-
she's not stealthy.
the person you're battling with there, Maxi, basically is going to try and really just shove you really hard to get you away from them as
All right.
a reaction. So what how are you going to just dodge?
What are my options,
You
Alex?
could dodge, you could try and grapple them as they shove. Again, it's like a both hand bodily, like, go away.
I will definitely try to grapple.
Okay. Give me a defense roll.
All right.
Beat well, let me know what you get.
Come on. Nope. That's the one I want. Come here. 18.
Okay. Yep. So you managed to tie up their arms
Perfect.
as they attempt to shove you off, which leads us to Maxi's turn.
Great, because with their arms tied up, I am going to use martial arts. Maxi drops the vibro knife in the grapple. He's going to use his martial arts skill to, he's going to try and basically sleeper him.
Oh, so you're gonna go from like
Literally,
basically
keep his
push,
like.
whoop.
I'm gonna wrap his own arm around his neck and grab
yep.
his elbow and use his own arm to put him out.
Okay, they're gonna attempt to spin out of it. So go ahead and make your attack roll.
All right.
Ooh, that was good.
Let me see. I just need to double check my talents real quick and make sure I don't have something that would help me here.
Double check. Beat a
yep.
23.
Oh shit. All right, that won't work. That won't work.
Your element of surprise and outnumbering them has worked so far, but these aren't terrible bad guys.
Yeah, no. That's I was just hoping for more shit rolls from you. That's what I was counting on, really. But it looks like my luck has turned. Where'd that go? Just a second. Come on. Really? No, where'd it go? There it is. Cool. I can use my under arrest.
Okay. That does actually work.
Come on, baby. +3. That puts me at a dirty 20.
Oh, not quite good enough. Not quite. So they managed to spin out of it and get away from you.
Okay.
Apex, you've worked your way back down the ladder. You see Zed like rifling through stuff and watching out the door and like engaging the tadpole and basically trying to make sure you guys don't get caught at this point. Shawn! And I've lost Shawn. I'm the only one that can't hear Shawn.
Okay.
No, it would help if I was unmuted.
There we go.
Chum is going to try the tried and true but never quite there thing where they're gonna headbutt this person. Are you still grappled with them?
So they
Maxi?
just like slipped out of my grab,
Okay.
and like backed up.
Then
I'm like, kind of within melee, but not quite.
Chum's
you
gonna
can
try
always
and
just
like
bonk.
yeet him off. She's
you're
either
gonna
just
try
gonna
to
yeet
yeet
him
him
on.
Oh,
Yeah.
get him off. All right. Go ahead and
Oh,
roll me an attack roll.
I didn't think you said yeet, and I was surprised.
Okay.
Wow. I
you
didn't
get,
think that
Shawn?
was really a combat option. 16.
Depends
Total?
on how you fight.
But +0 is still 16, so.
You have a +3 combat bonus because you're level 5.
Oh, 19.
Still not quite there. Like, it's close. Like, you, again, push them, but they don't quite go off the side of the building.
Yeah.
Which is going to cause them... Actually, we're back to Zed. Top around 7.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay down here with Apex, make sure she's okay.
Jones up there, like, doing work. Zed's like, "Yeah, you guys got this."
Yeah.
Listen, I don't want to get burnt up.
I mean, you got a bag of drugs. I mean, you could always just.
Okay.
That's for later.
The person you just tried to eat off the side of the building is going to try and punch you in the face, Shawn.
Oh, hell no. Probably yes, though. 7.
Yes, they did punch you in the face.
Ow.
You take 1 point of damage to the face. Oh, that was terrible. Maxi.
That was my father's nose.
Well, the unfortunate part is that I forgot about the base combat bonus. So had I factored that in, I would have met the 23. I wouldn't have beaten it. But that doesn't matter now.
In that case, you were attacking, and that means the tie always goes to the attacker in this system.
Well, either way, it doesn't matter now. Just a reminder to me, hey, use your stupid basic bonus, dummy.
Welcome to the podcast about the game that none of us remember how to play.
Okay. Maxi's still going to move in and he's going to try to disable him at this point. He knows he's bleeding from the leg.
The hip. Yeah.
Or the hip. He's bleeding from the hip. Maxi's going to try to go for another grapple.
Okay.
Using the under arrest. He's going to try and put him down.
Beat a 7.
Thank you for that. That is much easier. 17.
Yep. So you've got them basically armbarred and pushed into the floor now.
So using under arrest, on a successful attack, your opponent suffers no damage, but is disarmed and or otherwise subdued.
Yes. So basically, the way you do it is you push them into a straight armbar with your hand and the shoulder blade and push them straight to the ground. And so his face is now against the concrete roof.
Perfect.
And you are holding him in place.
Yep. Definitely holding the arm.
Okay. And now that you've subdued them, that's where we're actually going to end tonight.
Ooh.
With you having subdued this person and a dead person in the thing, so that'll give you folks some time to figure out how you're going to get out of the building.
Yeah.
However they got up.
Anyone got a grapple to go off the side?
They got stuff.
Grappling
It'll be
hooks?
in there.
We won't need a grapple.
Oh, God.
So, a little past time. Thank you, everyone who stayed a little past our scheduled time. Once again, Caleb, where can we find you on the interwebs?
You can find me on the interweb socials at the Caleb G, and on tomorrow, swing over to the RPG Academy Twitch channel to hear some high fantasy shenanigans in our 13th Age game.
I've been listening to that one a little bit.
I haven't murdered anyone in that game yet.
Yeah.
Can you say high fantasy shenanigans 3 times real fast?
High fantasy shenanigans, high fantasy shenanigans, high fantasy shenanigans.
Boom.
Wow.
Kill. And that's why you're Zed. That's why you're playing Zed.
Right?
Yep.
Never again.
Steph, where can we find you on the interwebs?
You can find me on the podcast, Welcome to St. Paxton, and you can find me wherever social media is found at Starlit Firefly. I also stream twitch.tv/Starlit Firefly every Thursday at 6:15 Pacific.
And Chone, Kaylee, where can we find you?
You can find me mostly on, well, maybe for a little while longer, on the Redemption Podcast at redemptionpodcast.com, being hashtag supposedly vague.
Oh, are we vague posting now?
Yeah. Something has happened at the end of 6.
I see a shake head and a rolled eye from Michael. So Michael, tell everyone where they can hear the rest of what's going on at Redemption, where they can find you.
Well, you can hear the rest of Redemption at Redemption. Please listen; it's a lot of fun. You can find me there as well as Kaylee, and you can also find me on alternate Tuesday nights. I'm on the Gamers Table Twitch channel playing a game of Conan, Modifius Conan. That is an anthology series. We are telling this story as the stories told at the wake of 2 famous heroes. So each set of stories is a set of 3. It's 2 to 3 sessions. We have guests coming in to be the mourner, and then myself and another person are playing the heroes that are currently dead, but their stories are being told in flashback.
Oh,
It's kind of a fun little anthology. So you can see that alternate Tuesdays on twitch.tv/gamerstable at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Nice.
Okay. And with that, I am Alex the Humanoid. Thank you. Join us on Wednesday for our normal Angel City Story Wednesday show at 7 p.m. Pacific. We'll see everybody then. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all next time.
2 weeks.
Bye! Goodbye! Goodbye!
Goodbye.
Goodbye!